Hey guys, it's Jay. I hope you're doing well. In this one, I am simply going to be discussing the thought of the fear of being seen is actually the fear of being perceived. When you're doing something that has you in front of people and you have this kind of social anxiety of a reaction and you're like, no, and people will translate that to the fear of being seen. However, it's a bit deeper than that because what is actually happening in your mind is that you are not necessarily being afraid of people looking at you as much as you're afraid of people perceiving you. The whole thought of what will they think? What will people think? Being part of an Indian household, if all I can say is you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The thing is, every single person is going to have their own experience of you, their own way of seeing you, hearing you, understanding you, and reacting to you. And that is basically a few things that summarizes their perception of you. Whenever we are doing something, I've used my YouTube channel as an example before. I can use it here as well. Before I started to feel more comfortable to speak about things, feel more comfortable to tell certain stories of my experiences and relay the lessons that I learned. Before I got there, and I'm still in the process of being myself a bit more, I was thinking, hold on, family members know about my channel. There are certain friends that know about my channel. I have people in my life who are kind of lingering. They are maybe, we like ended things in a bad way, but they still have my social media. They have me on social media. They can still access the things that I post and they can still listen to the things that I say. They can see my reels. They can see my shorts. They can see YouTube shorts. They can see my YouTube videos. There is public access when you are doing these things. It comes with the territory. And I can accept that. It just takes time. It has taken time for me to accept it. But ultimately, the thing is, for me, I had the question, am I gonna let the fear of what these people are gonna say or what these people are gonna think or how they're gonna see me or how they're gonna be thinking, oh my God, who the heck does Jay think she is now? She's talking about this, she's talking about that. Really? In the greater scheme of things, there's a reason why I started this YouTube channel. It's the need to pass on information, to share perspectives and lessons that I have learned within my own life with the hopes of helping another person. It comes with the territory. That is a whole separate thing. I'm just using that as an example. Quite an intense one, but it's an example nonetheless. Because you see, I thought for the longest of times I would have accosted it for my social anxiety thing. I don't actually think it's a social anxiety thing. There's a lot of underlying things that contribute to it, perhaps, yes, but it was actually, what are people going to say? What are people going to say? How are they going to react? What am I going to do? How am I going to handle the reactions? And that is exactly what it was. It was not about me being afraid to be seen. It was me being afraid of how people would perceive me. And yet, that being said, there are people, I've spoken about this before, people will come and go. There are people, however, who will want to know things, will want to listen, will want to learn, will want to be able to say, I understand an aspect of my own life better thanks to this person or these people who showed me that it is not how I see it to be. And quite often in life, you don't get to seeing that, experiencing that, taking that for its face value without the connectedness with other people. Hence, like here and now, the connectedness between me and you as my viewer. You're listening to me and you're getting to hear about the different perspective, the different experience, and how I experienced that for myself, the lessons I learned. And for you, it can have you see, feel, understand that maybe for you, it's not exactly what you thought it was. And that is the end goal of my YouTube channel for me. But getting back to the topic at hand, I apologize, I went off on a tangent there. The fear of being seen is actually the fear of being perceived, because we walk amongst a crowd of people. We walk amongst people, we walk past people, we can sit in the same bus or train or whatever the case of people. We are being seen all the time. We're not afraid of that. It's when we find ourselves in front of people portraying something about ourselves on a deeper level, or on any level really, and then we think, okay, but what is this person, what is this person gonna say? What is this person gonna think? You can't do that. In the long run, to get past that, you have to realize your story, your experience, your own perspective, and perspectives as they change and grow along your own journey have worth for you. And that is the actual main point. The lessons we learn benefit us in how we live our lives, how we go on to interact with other people, and how we ultimately end up making the decisions we make in our lives. Without a certain aspect of things, we wouldn't be able to have the end result that helps us in so many ways. That's along the lines of the law of cause and effect. There's a lot of things that can be said when it comes to fear, but fear is not what you think it is. More often than not, we are afraid, and anything that we are afraid of, more often than not, is face value. I'm thinking of Scooby-Doo and the ultimate lesson there, that ultimately there were monsters, there were ghosts, there were whatever the case that was scary, but at the end of the day, once that's unmasked, you're actually faced with what the real situation is. And it's not as scary as it was. It's something you knew, something you know of, and it's just about facing that at its actual face value and not the face value of the mask. And that is the importance there. That was a bit of a heavy one, but we're going to be getting along these lines, guys, because I can sense that I have a lot to say about things, and I'm going to be saying it now. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time of day. Sending lots of love to you guys. Take care. Bye. Mwah.